Welcome to the show, it's just the facts. Where we break it down, don't hold them back. Don't get in your feelings, cause it's only the facts. We got all the tea on them relationships. We gon' break it down and shatter all the myths. Talk about mindset goals, growth, and money tips. We gon' break it down and keep it all legit. Heart, my body, soul.
Bing, bop, boom, boom, bop, bam. It's hoodie season. Get yours now. Welcome to the show. It's your boy Jay.
And I'm T.
And this is just the facts, nothing but the facts. So help me God. So today we're going to be talking about gender roles and power shifts and how we view it, how we see it, how we think it works in real world, real time. But before we get into that, how are you doing, Miss T? Miss T, baby?
I'm fine. I'm just so tired.
Fine, you are. Fine, you are. Feel that. I'm cool. You know, I'm surviving, here for another episode, here to spread some knowledge, drop a little jewels, you know, tell you my side of the story, my version of events, you feel me? But without further ado, we're going to start off with a couple of little videos that we're going to react to and discuss in depth. One of these videos is going to be a couple talking about how they do their traditional role in house. And another lady is going to talk about how she doesn't believe in traditional gender roles. So without further ado, let me get it set up. Real quick. Share. And we want to pull up that. Boom. Just like that. And this one.
I want to clarify my understanding, so please feel free to correct me. Without trying to oversimplify your relationship, it's my understanding that you refer to your relationship as being very traditional in structure and values. When I listen to your podcast, I don't see just a traditional relationship. With all due respect, I also see a relationship built on a partnership, which is why I think the traditional aspect of the relationship works. A partnership is the traditional. Aren't all relationships?
All right, so I think she's reading a comment or something that somebody sent her, right? Yeah, okay.
Partnerships?
Partnerships.
My friendships, my friends.
Partnerships. Listen, do you think all relationships are partnerships? Do you think all relationships are partnerships? Or should be partnerships, I guess would be a better.
Should. Should is a strong word. I would say if you're in a committed relationship, you know.
What makes it a partnership though, to you? Like why do you say it's a partnership? And what makes it that?
Well, I mean, you made me a partner by asking my hand, obviously, in marriage. So, and we work together as if we, even in like in the workplace, we would work together like we're partners or employees at a workplace. So that's, to me, what makes it a partnership in that aspect.
See, for me, I view partnership as two people that come together and have equal say and equal abilities and equal everything. Like it's split. Like we're partners. So if I put $100,000 into this business, then you need to be putting $100,000 into this business. If I'm putting blood, sweat, and tears into this business, then you putting blood, sweat, and tears into this business. Whereas I think a relationship is more so there's strengths and weaknesses that each person has in which you complement those. Ideally for women, for a woman's ideal setup, the man has more strengths than he has weaknesses. And for a male, I don't think I think they only look typically for specific things that they want in a woman. Like if you have more weaknesses than strengths, depending on what those weaknesses are, I think men is more likely to overlook them than a woman. So I don't know if partnership is the right term, because in most of those cases, when a person enters in something that they think is a partnership or call a partnership, it tends to end bad. So I don't really think it's a partnership. I think it's I don't even know the word to use for it, to be honest. I know they're companions. They have to be at to some degree companions.
More so the companionship.
But then also I understand, like, too, it's like when in marriage in America is a business partnership. So I mean, in a sense, yes, we are partners, because we granted, you might not bring all to the table, but I have to bring in the portion that you're not bringing, just vice versa. Such as, like, I don't cook, you cook. Hey, there we go. We got one thing. I ain't wiping no ass. So, hey, baby got to get the shitty diaper. I'm going to hold the baby for you. Here you go. We got to get the baby diaper shit changed. So it's like, I guess in that sense, yeah, we partnership. It is a partnership. It is a partnership. It definitely is a partnership, because each person has to pull their own weight. Each person
and we depend on each other,
right,
in that aspect.
Right. However, I do believe that for the partnership to work, one party is depending on another party more.
Or has to in some form.
Yeah, it definitely has to. Yeah, definitely has to, because I mean, obviously, if a man broke into the house right now, I can't even almost expect that you're gonna go to the door and just be like, "Oh, I done got my ass knocked out. Now you gonna go take them out." Nah, I can't expect that. Because if I ain't handle my business as protecting the house, then it's all bad from there.
Yeah, you just depend on me for fewer things, like, and that's just the reality of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's probably better. Then I have to remember when we talking, I want to probably do this, or I want to do this. But I don't want that to be over.
You can move it over it.
I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that out. Where did my custom layout to?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, there it goes. So we here. Man, I can't move this. I can't move that. This shit is different. This shit is different. I probably should have just streamed on. Did this on Streamlabs, where I know how this shit's set up.
friends. We get something from one another, and it's a partnership. There's so much running through my mind right now. Sorry, go ahead.
We are at a point now where people believe that if you were in a traditional relationship, that somebody's being used and abused.
Correct.
They don't understand that a woman having a role in a home makes her an asset. The husband having a role outside of the home and bringing things to the table makes him an asset. And the two of you together makes a fucking team that works the way that God intended it to work, if that's the way you want to look at it. It doesn't matter if it's traditional values or not. If you guys have defined characteristics of who's doing what in a relationship and you come together and you fucking do it, that's going to work. That's what a true teamwork looks like. We have the traditional aspect because I work and you're the stay-at-home mom. Technically, you're an entrepreneur now and we both work.
Right.
But we have traditional values and we have gender roles. I don't cook and clean.
No, you don't.
But I make sure the cars are taken care of. And I handle our life outside of the home. So we do still have a traditional relationship, even though we are both business owners now and we're doing the thing. Mm-hmm. That doesn't take away from the gender roles that we have in our house. When you say traditional marriage, that's what it is. And if it wasn't for the podcast, you would still be a stay-at-home wife and I would be doing everything that I was doing before. That's the way that we built the foundation of our whole thing. But I don't think that it's fair to look at all traditional relationships as not a partnership or teamwork, because in doing that, you're taking credibility away from stay-at-home women.
Right.
So with that clip, how you feel? What you got to say? Do you agree, disagree? Do you think he pretty much hit it right on the head with it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what he said for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I think he definitely he pretty much hit it right there on the head. No cap. At the end of the day, you cannot degrade it and say it's anything other than a partnership, because I mean, you kind of are relying on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep, relying on each other to do what you're supposed to do.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if one person fails to do such and such, then it does outwardly affect the entire unit that you have. Mm-hmm. So, and it's even like down to the most minuscule things, and minuscule things start to pile up and it turns into a big thing, and then you just yeah. So since we agree on that one, let's go ahead and get into this next girl who doesn't believe that traditional roles
I do not subscribe to the ideology of what it means to be a traditional wife. Yes, I'm a Christian woman. Before you come for me, let me explain myself. Let's first ask ourselves, when
I'm gonna start by saying the fact that she says that she doesn't believe in traditional roles, but she's a Christian woman, makes me wonder, what church does she go to? What kind of church do you go to? Because that sounds like some new age shit where they didn't change the Bible up and stuff. I mean, the Bible definitely talks about gender roles, which the Bible is an old book, which if you're living by that, then that means you're living by tradition. So for you to change anything outside of that, if you're a Christian person, means that you're doing secular shit. I mean, am I wrong about that?
No, you're just trying to mesh it to what you want to mesh it with.
You trying to conform it. You Jehovah's. She might be Jehovah's Witness. That might be what it is. She one of them Jehovah's Witnesses. That's why.
No, Jehovah's Witness don't dress like that.
I think Jehovah's Witness, I think I don't get me wrong, but if I ain't mistaken, they said they got something in their Bible where they added in there where you it's not wrong to smoke cigarettes and stuff. So I wouldn't put it past anything about that.
But I have Jehovah's Witnesses in my family. They don't dress like that. Very conservative women.
All right, well, let's hear.
And where was that term traditional wife coined? Was it biblical or is it cultural? Problem with this idea that is starting to resurface of trying to find a traditional wife, it's training single men to look to and fro trying to find a mother and not a wife. It's training women to have this belief and this ideology that I am not fully woman if I don't have children or a husband. And that is not true. The term is not in the Bible. It is something that was coined in the 1940s and 50s, post World War II, where women were pushed out of the workforce back into the homes so men can have jobs. Then you see in government ads and propaganda, they started to push this framework or this image of what the ideal wife or woman looked like. By their definition, it was the pearls, the apron, barefoot, pregnant, supporting her husband's dreams and vision, submitting to only what he wants and not pursuing any outside ambitions. Saw it in media like Leave It to Beaver and I Love Lucy, or in ads that stated, hey, if you want to show your woman that you love her, buy her a vacuum. Or if you want to keep your man down, keep his shirts white. So they created this framework of what it means to be the ideal woman and to find the ideal woman. And unfortunately, the church started to conform to that ideology as well. And people started to take something that is cultural and make it biblical. Look at the Bible. Genesis, in the beginning, God gave both Adam and Eve mandate to have dominion and a rule over the earth. Not one. Single men are like, where's my helper and my helpmate? Let's dissect what that word helper or helpmate means in its original language.
She's trying to make it fit her narrative when she's trying to make this whole thing fit her narrative by excluding and including parts of the Bible that she wants to. Like, did she forget the fact that God gave Adam dominion over all of the things? And God, seeing that Adam was lonely, and he then created Eve to be his helpmate.
Mm-hmm. So he, so he didn't have to do everything by himself.
To be his helpmate. Mm-hmm. Where is she getting this? What religion is teaching this shit?
Non-denominational churches.
See, and this is the main thing. This is the reason why I say, like, folks got it fucked up. Like, religion is man-made. The Bible is man-written, but it's a spiritual guide. We're actually needing to be learning spirituality, not religion. Christianity is to follow a man that lived on this earth named Jesus Christ. If you believe that Jesus Christ was God, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. However, Jesus Christ was a man, so that means you're following a man named Christ and his teaching and his belief in spirituality. And what you're doing in religion is you're taking bits and pieces of it and you're conforming it to what you think fits your narrative and what you think fits the way you want to live. Like, this is why you got those churches that say, oh yeah, we don't go by the Old Testament, we go by the New Testament, there's a new covenant. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, so did it say something about we supposed to not follow or adhere to the previous laws?
It never said that.
Because I know when I get like if I go get a subscription, right, and I want to go from like the basic to the pro, it'll say you get these features, this feature, this feature, this feature. But when you go to pro, which is the newer version, the update, you know what I'm saying, the powerhouse, I get all this, plus I get this. So if I'm thinking about how I process the Bible, I had the Old Testament, which tells me everything, laws, the 10 Commandments. Basically, it's telling me, if you tell me, hey, the 10 Commandments is in the Old Testament, well, ain't no 10 Commandments in the New Testament. So did the 10 Commandments just go away? We don't got to live by that no more? Because that's what that says to me. Help me understand.
And then she was like, oh, whatever, how life is conforming sets men up to look for mothers. Like, what? Training
men to look for mothers instead of wives, and training. I don't know what she said about women, but why would you feel like you're being a mother to a man
that's supporting you? I'm confused.
Why would your man? Why is he supporting his mom? Why do you feel like that's the problem with the whole gender role thing, is the fact that women feel, because now they're so liberated, they feel as if, oh, I'm slaving for somebody, instead of understanding, like, no, actually you're doing your part to make y'all's life easier. It's a hell of a lot easier if you just conform to what you're supposed to do and make sure that this is handled and he handles what he's supposed to do and that's handled and y'all come together. That's a beautiful shit. That's some beautiful shit. That's the reason why a marriage will last. That's what makes marriages last. All this other shit where, oh no, I can do what I do. I'm a boss babe. And oh no, he got to conform to how I want it because it's feminism movement and all this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Haven't y'all realized that ever since the feminism movement started, that's when the decline in families been. That's where it starts, right there. Women's feminism or feminism movement, decline in two-parent family homes. Why are we confused? What are we confused about? What are we missing? What are we forgetting? What did we lose? It's right here. It's right here in our face. You got anything you want to say, add on to this? Because this one is fucking retarded.
I was gonna say that, but I mean, I don't know. She seems more so like she lives in the modern times. Like, I mean, that's all I can really say.
She's a fucking feminist. She just wants things her way, the way that comforts her life and benefits what she's trying to seek after. This shit is, you can't make this up.
In Hebrew, in Genesis, is Ezer. Same word Ezer is used 21 other times in the Old Testament, and it's referring to God himself being a helper for Israel. That word is not one that is submissive or passive or diminutive. It's power.
But did she forget that? Did she forget that it says women submit to your husband? What is she talking about? Come on, man. This is crazy. This is fucking phenomenal. This is
or in strength and support. A helper or a helpmate didn't mean that Eve was called to be Adam's assistant. She was called to be Adam's partner, to co-labor. I also hear, where's my Proverbs 31 woman at? The Proverbs 31 woman, businesswoman, the entrepreneur who feared the Lord, that woman. Not saying that women who feel this calling to stay home and take care of her kids and homeschool and bear children and take care of her husband is necessarily bad. What I am saying is I don't believe that that is the only thing that women are called to do. I don't think it's necessarily a wrong view. I just think it is incomplete. That God has called women to be both the wife and the mother and the businesswoman and the author and the chef and the CEO and the songwriter and the poet and the entertainer and the actor. I think God's called women to have the ability and capacity to be both and. I do not subscribe to the ideology of what it means to be.
all right. Well, what you want to say? How you want to add your piece?
I don't know. I just feel like, I feel like her calling was, work in the home. And that's what I feel like our calling was.
I see it like this. We are in 2025, and I'm understanding that times have changed. And in today's time, everybody has the ability to do anything that they're actually capable of doing. I believe that it is of the utmost importance that at that stage, you have to understand that everybody has strengths and everybody has weaknesses. If you want to be an entrepreneur, boss chick, making 6 figures a year, that's fine, right? But you also have to understand what comes with that. If you want to be the stay-at-home mom that has 12 kids and lives in the farm somewhere or whatever you want to do, that's cool. But understand it comes with certain consequences and ramifications. I'm not saying that a traditional household where the mom stays at home and cooks and cleans and wipes the walls and sweeps the floors and washes the clothes and all this shit, is the necessary, absolute, 100% foolproof way, because we also know in 2025 we have an issue with inflation, geopolitics. Money is, you know what I'm saying, people not making enough money, so they might need a person to come in and, hey, you know what I'm saying, I need you to get a little part-time gig. But the main premise is that women are designed to follow, and they are supposed to follow the lead of a man. So if that man is giving you a direction of saying, hey, I understand you wanted to be America's Next Top Model, but if that doesn't fit in the model or in the design for y'all, I think it's just best to try and figure out what works. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not more so about saying, okay, you're gonna stay home, cook, clean, and do this all day. If you are staying home and that man is going to work, you should be able to do that without an issue. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, you're gonna do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it a problem? If he's coming home bringing you the money, paying the bills, what's the issue? What are we talking about? Now, if it's a situation where it's like, okay, well, we both working and we both full time and we both putting in 60 hours a week and shit. Well, now you got a different conversation. Like, now y'all probably need to be discussing, like, what's going on? Is y'all's lifestyle too expensive? Did y'all not plan properly? Like, what's going on? Because that should never be the case. You might just be living outside your means, which you need to tone that shit back a little bit, which is a problem in America. That's the reason why most fucking people is living check to check. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, we making this shit way bigger than it needs to be. Traditional roles is not meaning that you're a fucking slave. It just means that you're abiding by the role that was set for you. You follow what the man has set forth for you to do. Now, that also comes with you picking the right man. You can't just go pick any dickhead. Right. Most girls out here now trying to get trappers and scammers. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna work the way you want it to work that way. You want to go get the most sought out man in America. It's not gonna work that way for you. It's gonna work a little bit different. I don't know, man. I think people just need to reassess their fucking values and try it again. I don't even think most people understand, like, a lot of times people be trying to get into relationships and they shouldn't even be trying to get into a relationship. Mm-hmm. You ain't got in home straight. You gotta get in home straight first. Mm-hmm. But I digress. Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about it. Do you think women actually want equality, or do they want just certain benefits that favor them more so than before with the benefits of equality?
Yeah. I don't yeah. I don't think all women want equality for sure. I think that they just want some of the benefits that come with that for sure. If you can find a man that's willing to provide and do the things that you need them to do, like they're supposed to, and you vice versa, like there's never a reason why you should feel like you need to have all these privileges. Like I'm just not understanding all that.
I definitely don't think women want equality. I think they just want the upper hand, and I think they just want to be tyrants. Again, we're gonna kick a couple of videos off and react to those and see what they talking about.
This one's gonna piss some people off.
We got one woman that says she knows women don't want equality anymore. So we're gonna see what she talking about. What her little piece is. I wish I could just make that big. What's this? All right, either way, it's cool. Yeah, just run it.
But you know what? It's the truth. So I'm going to say it anyway. I really think it's time that we retire this whole idea that women just want equality, because it's not the truth. At the end of the day, we do want preferential treatment. That would be more accurate. Men could probably respect that more than what we say. Let me explain.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I want to go back and read the comments to what that girl said.
I do not subscribe.
You said it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want a partner. Oh, this is Tom. He said, I want a partner that is serving. This nails it. One of the reasons I left the church is because of a lot of the cultural stuff they cared about more than the Bible. Ambition is attractive. He got 8 likes. I found like he probably embraced feminism. A professional nerd. He don't get no coochie. He just trying to find him some brownie points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's real, man. We ain't talking about nobody wanting no servant. Why do people want to use that term? Like that's
servant.
That's the most bullshit ever. Gritty says, but Ephesians 5:22 quite literally says, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. She says, I speak about this in part 2. Stop it. You just said people don't submit. Shut up. Yes, and one of my favorite movies, Mona Lisa Smile with Julia Roberts. Okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with traditionalism if it works. Looks what's happening with modern day dating. Divorce rate skyrocketing, hookup culture, more swiping left, birth rate declining.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Wallace, he hit it on the head. No likes. No likes, no likes. A lot of love.
But it's true though.
Right. Well, this is what I said though. What we said. The older woman, likewise, that they be reverent in behavior, not slanderers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they admonish the young women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste homemakers, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be blasphemed. Titus 2:3-5. 2:3-5.
New King James Bible version.
Yeah, see, she hit her over the head too. She looking stupid out here anyway. We ain't gonna keep on doing diving into her. She I already said she was dumb. They're just stupid as a box of rocks.
This one's going to piss some people off, but you know what? It's the truth. So I'm going to say it anyway. I really think it's time that we retire this whole idea that women just want equality, because it's not the truth. At the end of the day, we do want preferential treatment. That would be more accurate. Men could probably respect that more than what we say. Let me explain. Believe her. Without a shadow of a doubt, we should believe the woman who says whatever she says, although we know, factually speaking, in many, many cases, these women are lying. They'll come up later and say that they lied after they've ruined men's lives, taken everything from their career, and sent them to prison. But where is the justice? Where are the lines, the droves of people, women who are saying persecute her because she lied and she hurt a man? They don't exist. You know, you say that you want equal rights to be in all of these spaces, but you don't. Is there a backup of a line in the sanitation department? Are there women trying to get into the dirty and hard labor intensive workforces that men are in? I've never seen it, never heard of it. It's not on the news. We're not fighting to get in those spaces. We want to be in a boardroom. We want to be in AC. We want to be in a nice suit. We want our hair done, our nails done, and to have a lot of respect because our title demands it. We want high pay. We don't care about being equal to men, not in all spaces. You know, and it's the same thing in pretty much every other area. With the law, we want the law to favor women, to continue to favor women who have babies, give you insane child support, although it does not take even half of what most of you are trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't care what happens to the man. Can he live? You don't care. none of these areas, which were once areas that women did want equal rights, equal opportunities. It's not true today. It's 2024. Y'all are just running this in the ground and changing it into whatever suits your needs today. So let that.
Words from a wife. Advice from a wife. 101. She's a wife for a reason. I think she got good advice. She
Yeah, for
the
sure.
golden child, I would say. She said all the right things.
Mhm.
I was thinking about that when she said the believe all women thing. I'm like, yeah, that shit gets people fucked up every time because
Mhm.
my dog, what's his name? Captain Jack Sparrow had to go through hell with Amber Heard, and luckily he had all that shit on video. We don't know what's going on with the Diddy situation, but Cassie made that man pay $20 million, $25 million or some shit like that. And then only to find out, only to get not guilty on the charge against her. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. We gotta. I don't know what even made it to this point in society where it's like it's so soft. It's so soft and so forgiving and so women and LGBTQIA, GBTQ, LMNOP, whatever other letters they're gonna add in the next couple weeks. It's just like, man, a woman to come to the job. I have at the warehouse, you will see a woman come in there. She gonna pick up this box, and this man gonna come pick up this box, and that's cool for a minute, right? Until the woman starts saying, "Oh, this box heavy. Can you help? Can you get this box?" And now, as a man, you thinking, "Oh, well, let me just grab the box for you instead of helping you with it," right? That would be her goal, right? That's her goal, to alleviate herself from doing the most work.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna complain. Then once she don't get it her way, she gonna get the fuck up out of there because it ain't going her way. Which is like she said, though, the girl said, I mean, women ain't really lining up to go to those type of jobs either. But if they have to, they will. But they hate it, they dread it, they fucking loathe it.
For sure.
Yeah, equality is a false hope, a false dream. Let's see what these comments are saying. Imagine if the moon say, "I want to be like the sun because he's circled like me," not knowing they both play different roles, but not equal. We both need them to live on Earth. Man.
Oh man, that's
I ain't
beautiful,
gonna fake, man. Barry hit the hit. Man, Barry did that one. That's real as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's like
beautifully said.
It's like we are the same, but we're not the same.
We're all made from dirt, but we're just not
programmed. We're not even programmed the same. And technically, y'all made from the real. Technically, y'all are made from the real. The real about my side. You ain't even made from the dirt. I came from the dirt, baby. You came from an already made man. So all you want is just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't. Come on, man. If equality was what a woman actually see, then a man punch her in her face. She can't. What she gotta fight back.
She gotta square up.
She gotta square up because that's equality.
Hey,
if we equality, it's no more WNBA and NBA. It's just straight.
Men and women playing basketball.
It ain't no look. If you want to go play, try and go in there and go get the NFL, baby. Let's go.
Knocked out.
Let's go. Oh. We gotta make new rules.
Do flag football.
We gotta do new rules. We gotta make more laws, different roles, different this. We gotta. Oh no, we can't put them in the same locker room because I mean we ain't got the same body parts.
All right.
So we're not equal. We gotta stop with this equality shit,
they
man.
They shorten their time for the women to play basketball versus the men, right?
Man, they shorten the time for a woman to do all this shit that they trying to do out here in this world, all this stress that they causing themselves, all this extra ass work that they causing themselves, when the only thing you had to do for real was set yourself up a schedule, wake up early in the fucking morning, cook some breakfast, get the kids ready for school, get the man ready for work, chill for the rest of the day. sold your fucking life out. You just sold yourself to the workforce. Now you got a slave. And this is why shit is so expensive, because women buy the most shit. But every time I give you money, what you do? Spend that shit. Babe, don't spend all this money. I'm about to send you some money. Don't spend it all at the same time. Hey, babe, you got some money? Next day, I spent that. I went and got me some. No, God damn, but all right, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll send you some more. Just don't send it. Don't spend it all right now. Y'all buy, if y'all see an advertisement, oh, that's 20% off. Yeah, that's a deal. I'm about to go get that.
Yeah.
Man, men ain't doing that shit. That's why the economy the way it is now. Motherfuckers got to pay so much more because they marketing all the shit to the women, and the women just eating it up. Oh, I'm gonna get that for my husband. I think he need that. We got a whole toolkit in the back. Why I need another toolkit?
Also why they
This one
work
got
too.
this one electric. This one electric. Man.
That's also why they want to work too, so they can afford those things for themselves.
Making it more expensive for us to live is why everything just keep going up. It's never going back down, because wow, we want to be in the workforce. We want to be in the workforce. We equal. We the same. Me and you the same. Oh, my fault. Let's see what this other girl talking about. Let's see what this girl talking about.
Some people are confused by the fact that I am a liberal feminist, and yet I preach women being
a liberal feminist. Liberal feminist. Liberal feminist. She says she's a liberal feminist. What is that? She is two words. But I can see you in the light. But I can see you in the light. But I can see you in the light.
Some people are confused by the fact that I am a liberal feminist, and yet I preach men being providers in relationships with women, which I don't see why this is antithetical, but I just want to break it down a little bit. This user in particular is very confused and is on every video begging me to explain it, so I will explain it. I think women have all the options in the world for the first time in history to be whatever they want to be, and that's good. And feminism did that for us. So thank you, feminism. For the first time in history, we actually have leverage in the workplace, and therefore we can choose whether or not we want to be wives, whether or not we want to be mothers, and what kind of behavior is acceptable for us, because we can provide for ourselves. That's a beautiful thing. I think that's, that's what I plan on doing. But since throughout all of history, we did not have a choice, there are remnants in the culture of dating that have put men or kept men in the mentality that women owe them something, when in fact it was the opposite. It is the opposite. Women have had to been properly brainwashed in order to go along with the way the things have been. Because like I've talked in several of my videos, we have provided free labor. We have provided the people that make up this society without any compensation or appreciation. Just look at the medical industry and how most of medical research has been conducted on men and for men and by men. We don't even know what the fuck is going on with our own bodies due to this shit. And we're the ones who are creating the people for the society. There isn't a single fucking person on this earth who exists that didn't use a woman's body to begin their life. And we have been brainwashed to believe that we're the weaker sex, when really the world needs us. And if we ever realize that, everyone's going to be in really big trouble, which is exactly.
What do you feel like the world needs women for? Not a funny question. Like,
shoot, not nothing nowadays. Hell, you thought it was to procreate, but you don't even need us for that no more. Pretty sad.
So, in a world where no men existed, you think that women would be fine or not fine? You think they would cease to exist at some point?
Like if there was only women, I feel like there was only one. I can't even say that. If there was only women, there would be. We would cease. Period. The humankind would
obviously, you have the ability to recreate humans based off of the genetic splicing and all that stuff. So we can get real.
No, because if you have no man, they haven't yet been able to establish if there is no woman. Let me take this back. They have yet to be able to establish, from my understanding, how to create a child without the man. They have figured out how to create the child scientifically without the woman, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I have the understanding of. I don't know if that's fully true or whether it's been updated, but that was my last understanding of that. So it's like, that's why I say, well, basically, you don't need us for anything. But however, if there was no men, we would cease to exist because we can't procreate by ourselves yet.
I would say so,
because they have been doing scientific studies on that.
Let's just go into a super scientific world where you have abilities to create kids and put them in the incubator till they grow up to the 9-month period or whatever case may be. If that's how that works. I don't believe that women would make it past like 2 or 3 generations. The reason I say that is because every time I ever see any, like, especially a woman like this talking about anything, they're complaining about not getting more. So you will want more, and you're going to want more, and you're going to want more until at some point there is not enough to go around, right? And not to mention, like, how women fight about who's the boss of what, who runs this, how does this go? Y'all end up fighting over the dumbest shit before y'all end up creating something beautiful or wonderful. Now, let me ask this question. What has a woman ever created or invented that changed the way we live or made living any better or easier for mankind? Is there anything that you can
I would
think
have to
of?
do my research on that. But from my knowledge, I don't know. Like man pretty much created everything, like the car, electricity, things that we actually need, essential to life. Like it's actually needed. Besides, women obviously founder creators of hair products, makeup, whatever. Even men actually created makeup. I think. I don't even think it was a woman.
Men did create
Because let's be
makeup.
real here. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, we just kind of piggyback, if anything, follow the lead, which is what we were supposed to be
Follow
doing
the
anyway. So
leader. So it is supposed that the most important. What is the most important invention a woman ever and has ever a woman has ever invented?
maybe, or has she ever done such?
So according to Google,
Mhm.
the most important invention by a woman is often considered to be a Kevlar, a synthetic fiber developed by Stephanie
Material?
Kolick, a DuPont in 1965, a material which is 5 times stronger than steel. The bulletproof vest, which protects the man from getting shot and killed.
Okay.
In retrospect, it's supposed to.
Okay. Depending on what type of gun it is, obviously we understand that too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
For sure. That's pretty dope. That's essential to the man. That's being a helpmate to the man, protecting our men in battle. Hell, we not going out there with no fucking vest on in battle, period. And when she invented it, when was that? 19 what?
Let's see. 1965.
Yeah.
So I just came across this top 101 female inventions that changed the world in women's innovation
history. Okay.
Let's share this and let's see what this is. Let's see what they got. An airplane muffler. Eldorado Jones created an airplane muffler in 1917. Alphabet blocks
for children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Antifungal drug. A fungal infection can become life-threatening patients diagnosed with AIDS.
Intestinal tract, mouth, skin.
I don't know who created this. Apgar score.
Evaluate newborns in 5 minutes and deliver a response. And okay, that's important.
Is it? What is it? What is it?
It's obviously a device. It's a device to help newborns' health, to evaluate newborns' health, aid in 5 minutes after delivery. So it's something that they use, to aid in newborns' health when they're born. That came out in 1952.
Aquarium.
Okay, moving on.
Automatic roti maker. Design the kitchen robot. What? It can make rotis, purees, pizza crusts, and tortillas in less than a minute.
When did this happen?
It doesn't have a date.
Man, come on.
A Barbie doll. A beer.
What?
Your favorite beer was created by women in Samaria almost 7,000 years ago. Oh yeah, in Mesopotamia. 7,000 years ago, only women were allowed to drink beer and operate breweries for centuries. They were also the only ones who could run taverns or brew the drink due to the excellent skills. It was also believed that beer was a goddess gift and not from a male god in many ancient societies.
So that's the reason why most women used to work at the juke joints back in the day. That's why it makes sense, I guess. You never saw a man back there. Even right to this day, the bartender is a woman.
Yes, service to men.
There you go. And that was a beer service to men, because technically we ain't even supposed to drink either way.
Well, back then, obviously, 7,000 years ago, they were drinking beer. I'm assuming this has to be well before Christ and all these things came out. Yeah.
We just looked at something as 1965.
No. Beer was created by women in Samaria and Mesopotamia 7,000 years ago, way before Jesus ever came here. This
I
is
didn't
like,
see that
yeah.
part. I did hear you say
And
that.
they
though.
said centuries, so that meant like for hundreds of years amongst that
After
7,000
that,
years.
right.
So that means like maybe 6,500 years ago is when men took over and was like, yeah, no, we're gonna do this from now on. Or y'all just serve us because this is our drink type of shit. Big eye paintings.
Okay.
What is that?
I guess art, like art,
The
paintings.
The birth control pill. This was the worst invention.
The
that they
woman
ever
came
made.
out with that.
Yeah, because that was a part of the feminist movement.
A millionaire
That's the part.
philanthropist.
That's the one. Remember, I told you when the woman created the birth control pill, she made it to liberate women from having to be was it? She wanted to help with it. It's first and foremost, it was definitely a control thing because it was actually pushed to a certain market, but it was also a way to allow for women to have sexual freedoms and sexual rights.
Even though that wasn't expressed though, but women themselves took it to their advantage
you got birth control
use
now.
it for what they want to though.
Yeah, but I have birth. It's always there's always something that's not said that is known though.
So yeah, so it's the unknown. So we then take what's given and we ourselves we use it to our own advantage. Like, okay, hey, we got birth control now. Oh, now I can just sleep with whoever I want to. But in reality, it was just to protect against pregnancy, not to say, hey, now you can go sleep whatever you want to because now you are protected. That's not what it was for.
Well, yeah, for sure.
We used our own mind so we could have our own desires to do whatever we wanted to. That's not what it was for.
Well, let's see what it says. What was birth control originally invented for? The concept of birth control has existed for millennia, which early methods primarily focused on preventing pregnancy through various physical, chemical, and herbal means. Ancient civilization developed a range of techniques, often used substances like honey.
Because it already just told you. What? Early methods primarily focus on preventing pregnancy. That's it. Like, that's all it was for.
Right. Hold up, though. And they was to put lint into their vagina to block sperm. That's funny, man. Crocodile dung. You was putting crocodile shit in your. Can you imagine smashing a broad and she got
crocodile dung in her vagina?
Man, that's tough, man. I can't.
What else? Sodium
carbonate and animal dung as vaginal
suppositories.
In ancient Greece and Rome, methods included applying olive oil and cedar oil to the womb and using the syphilum, a plant believed to have contraceptive properties through the effectiveness of debated. The withdrawal method mentioned in the Bible was a commonly used practice.
Withdrawal was in the Bible?
What is this?
Pull out. That's the pull out method, ain't it? What is a withdrawal method?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
Because I would assume that that's just pulling out.
It sounds like that's what it is, right?
Like what we would call pulling out.
You're funny, bro. Let's look it up. Let's see what that is, so we can make sure we are on top of what we're talking about. The withdrawal method is also known as coitus interruptus. The pull-out method is a form of birth control where the penis, yeah, like you said, I mean,
but still, women get pregnant
Bible,
because
I didn't know that the Bible.
let's find that. let's find that, because we also know that regardless of the fact, pre-cum can get a woman pregnant. So pull-out method is not, obviously, that doesn't work.
Right, but it was a commonly used practice. While these, we gonna look that up for sure though. But while these early methods were often ineffective,
Ineffective.
was approved by the FDA in 1957 for the treatment of menstrual disorders and severe painful periods, not for contraception.
Oh, so let's stop there, because that is true. Women that have difficulties with their periods, they will often put you on birth control right to this day to regulate your periods and help with those issues.
It was only in 1960 that the FDA approved Inovid for contraceptive use, marking it a significant shift in its purpose. So in 1960, before this, the pill was marked as a cycle control, reflecting the social, legal, and political taboo surrounding contraceptive at the time.
So that's what it was originally for.
Yeah,
technically
to control
to help with periods.
Inovid was created, and let's see, I want to see.
Well, that's what the end of it was. No, we gotta figure out the other part in the Bible. You skipping it.
I'm gonna get ChatGPT on that. Inovid was first marketed in 1957 for treatment of menstrual gynecological disturbances. Not explicitly for contraceptive. It was later approved in the United Kingdom, the same medication.
FDA. We can't even trust them.
Yeah, you know you can't. The first hormonal birth control in embryo project. They took it away. It's not here no more. You are not authorized to act. Oh, that's interesting. The first birth control pill used in Puerto Rico. All right, let me ask chat.
You can collapse the side.
So the withdrawal method was mentioned in the Bible in one story, 38, Genesis 38, chapter 38, verse 8 through 10, in the story of Onan. Judah told his son Onan to sleep with his brother's widow Tamar in order to give her children, a practice called levirate marriage, which we need to look at it. What is that? Apparently, that is a type of marriage in which the brother of a deceased man is obliged to marry his brother's widow. Has been practiced in societies with a strong clan structure in which exogamous marriage. All right, cool.
But we knew about that though.
Instead of fulfilling his duty, Onan spilled his seed on the ground whenever he slept with her, so that she would not become pregnant. The passage says this displeased God, and God judged Onan for it. This is the closest Bible comes. So what's the exact verse? I want to read the exact verse. Onan knew that the seed should not be his, and it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, which therefore slew him also. Wow.
I don't remember reading that.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in the Bible you're overlooking.
In
you
Genesis,
forgot, 'cause
not in Genesis.
it's such a big book.
Mm.
But anyways, they created the Blissable printer,
Okay.
a bra,
Hmm.
bulletproof fiber. I mean, that was
Mhm.
Kevlar. Call center system.
Mhm.
Call waiting and caller ID.
They the ones that messed up. They messed us up with that
What?
right there. The
What?
call center system.
Why you say that? The world can thank Emma Shiner Hoover for giving us sanity in the complex telephone switching system used during the 1960s. It was in 1971 when she received a patent for her computerized telephone switching system. Telephone call centers tend to freeze up if they get flooded with lots of simultaneous calls. Frustrated customers were not to. If a switch were down or froze up, customers would be left unhappy. Why you say she messed
Right,
us
because
up?
then it started the whole cycle with the whole call for sex call services and stuff.
No. So call center, call centers back in the 60s was a little bit different. It was like, so here, let's see, the concept of a call center originated in the 60s with the installation of private automated business exchange systems, which provide automated telephone switching system, private enterprise first recorded instance. I want to see what it looks like because yeah, this is what it was. So remember back in the day when you would watch older movies and you would have the person call and then the lady answer the phone, she'd transfer you and pat you through. That's what the call center was.
Okay, back during that time.
Yeah,
okay.
so now what apparently what who is this lady? Shirley Ann, Erna Schneider did was she created a system where it was automated, right? So you don't even need a person for it. It's just like automatically does it. So she created that. And then Shirley Ann Jackson came along later and was like, hey, now that we got it like this, we should make
call waiting caller ID.
Right. Cardiovascular drugs, Eliquis and Cozar, a car heater, central heating. Wow.
That's super important.
Parker in 1990 was used natural gas for heating her house instead of wood.
Okay, smart woman.
Chemotherapy. Child carriers. What's that? You know what that
the
is?
carriers that we use to carry the kids.
Chocolate chip cookie, circular saw, clothes wringer, coffee filter, computer algorithm. What? While translating her math professor added some notes of her own. She was later given credit for penning the first computer algorithm in the world.
1843.
Interesting.
Very.
Computer software, conditioner for black hair, CRISPR gene editing.
Form of genetic engineering for molecular biology made it possible to modify genomes of living organisms. High precision and most affordable way possible. Interesting.
Curling iron, diagnostic test strips, dishwasher, disposable diaper, electric water heater, electric refrigerator, electron micro.
Okay, so out of all this stuff, it still revolts around things needed in a home or things needed by men, or you know what I mean? Like everything.
They had so much time on their hand, they was able to do this type of stuff.
Jerky.
Ironing board. Like I just that's funny. Like to give you credit to say, hey, yeah, she invented the ironing board. Like it's like, bro, come on, bro. I invented the chair. Somewhere I can sit down. It was just a rock with a back on it.
The bulletproof stuff is cool.
And some things it's just like, bro, come on. None of that wasn't life changing. But I get it. You gotta give them the credit where it's due. Molecular Cybus and Synthetics Emerald Monopoly, Myers-Briggs, Natural Color Cotton. All right, either way it goes. Okay, so we get it. We got it. Women have created some good things, but to say that without women, we would be what? What she say? That woman said.
Life. And we have been brainwashed to believe that we're the weaker sex when really the world needs us. And if we ever realize that, everyone's going to be in really big trouble, which is exactly what's happening right now. That's why they banned abortion. That's why the birth rate is declining. That's why there are men who have their panties in a fucking bunch in these comments, because things are changing. And so the reason why I preach what I preach is because, like I said, women still have remnants of that former mentality that they owe men something, that they don't bring anything to the table, that they're not inherently valuable just because they are women, and that the entire world is pining after them for one reason or the other. The government wants you to have children. Men want access to your bodies and to your attention. Everyone relies on you, and they have to realize, women have to realize that. And
You want to touch on that? What she just got done saying, or do you even remember what she said? Because she just got
No.
word salad right now. To be honest.
I mean, we already have the understanding. I mean, to some degree, we all relied on, if you go out and looking for a husband in a marriage, y'all rely on each other. It's not a servancy. It's not a servancy. Like, you're not a servant because you're doing your duties. Like, and as you stated before, gonna be doing the same things regardless if a man is there or not. Like, you gotta wash your clothes, you gotta cook, you gotta clean. Like, what is the big deal? Like,
Do you think that these women are saying this is because they never been in love for real? Like, I think you have, for you to even want to do services like this for a person and not look at it as you're slaving for someone. Because like for instance, I go to work every day happy as hell because I know that I'm going to make a check and I'm about to bring that check back to the house to provide for my kid and my woman. And the bills is going to get paid. I'm going to be broke after every check. But hey, I'm happy as hell because I'm doing this. My woman happy, my kid happy, my dog happy, my house comfortable, and I ain't got no need or no want for nothing. So is it more so that a person has to find the right person that they actually love to do this with? Or is it just that people are taught or given this stigma that if you're doing this and you're doing that for this man, you're slaving? Did life make it too fucking simple for women to think like now it's just I don't have to do that because
I can do the same thing you're doing.
I can do the same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I just feel like over time, because women want to be so free from not feeling like they have to be obedient, that it's shifted the mindset to, feeling like, we don't have to conform. We can do whatever. We can be our own person. So that's really just drawing a wedge. Oh, I don't have to be a mother. I don't have to have kids. Well, what if I don't want to have kids? Oh, well, happy for you that you have them. And it's almost like, well, I think you feel that way, like you said, because they just don't or haven't found that person for them. Because I feel like in general, if they probably would, maybe, yeah, they would probably still work. But if that man was willing to be the man that he needed to be, you would definitely conform to what he's saying and be like, yeah, forget that job. Yeah, let's make this family. But because they're not able to find that, they're running into the wrong types of people, which usually revolves around who they are as a person, because you are what you attract. Yeah, they salty.
I'm looking through these comments and it's all females. I bet you all of these women are feminists and single probably because they didn't do anything wrong. They're perfect. This girl says every single BS myth men say about women is projection. I take every negative thing they say women as a confession. I'm wondering if this girl is actually projecting because I'm just confused on what makes her feel that Why would she say that people think we're the weaker sex, but we're actually the stronger sex? Like,
No, I think she said we're actually needed. Is that what she said?
I very strongly believe it.
That they owe men something, that they don't bring anything to the table, that they're not inherently valuable just because they are women in these comments, because things are changing, which is exactly what's happening right now. That's why they banned abortion. That's why the birth rate is declining. That's why there are men when really the world needs us. And if we ever that didn't use a woman's body to begin their life, and we have been brainwashed to believe that we're the weaker sex when really the world needs us.
Yeah, you women are the weaker sex. That's why women need to be protected. They can't. You're not going to protect me. You're not about to protect me. If shit goes down, you're not about to protect me.
That's what
does
makes
that
us.
mean?
That's what makes me the weaker vessel.
All right.
Like it states it in the Bible.
If you hit me,
vessel.
it's not. It's bad. It's bad, but it's not looked at the same as if I hit you. What is it, mother?
Oh, that
you're
man.
a man. You're a man. You're stronger. You're more powerful. I'm going to be faster. I'm going to be stronger. I have to problem solve. I have to deal with stress. Granted, every man doesn't deal with stress the best way, but I think we also see what it looks like when women are put under way too much stress.
Overwhelmed, depressed, cortisol levels are at an all-time high.
I believe that the middle-aged women are more on depressant pills than any middle-aged man. I believe that I see on these apps more women complaining about how hard their life has gotten after they've hit whatever age she's in right now, because she looked like she already at that wall. So whenever once they hit 35 and the 40, I'm not hearing you preaching that whatever the fuck you talking about. That shit go out the fucking window. I'm looking for a man. Granted, you still have, if you grew up with this mindset though, you still had that stupid ass thought, why are you 30, 33? I know what I deserve. I deserve that. No, motherfucker, you deserve what the fuck you get. If you deserved it, you would have had it. That's just a fact.
Because you would have went and found it.
It would have found you, goddammit.
Or yeah, true.
You don't just say, oh, you don't wake up, oh, I deserved it. Man, look, if that's the case, I deserve $100 million right now on this motherfucking table. Matter of fact, I deserve 100 million followers on YouTube because I'm doing this shit and I know I'm the best. I deserve it. Fuck that. Fuck it. Facts. Just the facts. 100 million followers because I deserve that shit. No, motherfucker, you deserve what you earn. If you don't work for that shit, you don't get that shit. If you ain't put in no effort to get what you're trying to accomplish, how the fuck do you deserve it? I deserve to be in the NBA. I deserve to be in the NFL. If I ain't work for it, how the fuck do I deserve it? Misconstrued. It's more. I'm about to hit some more shit. What she say too. What?
And if we ever realize that, everyone's going to be in really big trouble, which is exactly what's happening right now. That's why they banned abortion. That's why the birth rate is declining.
They didn't ban abortion. A fucking thing had nothing to do with a woman being strong. Hey, no.
You know what, banning abortion?
They never. First and foremost, they didn't even ban abortion. It was never a ban. It never was banned in the first place. There's there's more stipulations. You can't just go and abort kids. What reason do you even want to go and abort a kid other than the fact that you were a health risk or you were great and you didn't want that kid? I just seen a girl
or underage, I would say.
Oh yeah. I just seen a girl was married to a man, have a kid with another dude. This dude killed her husband. She's sick about it, but she had the killer's baby, and the killer is in prison for 27 years. Birth rates is declining because people aren't getting in relationships. People aren't. Women aren't prioritizing families anymore. The birth rate is declining because of feminist movement, your feminist ideology, because it's my body, my choice, because it's my right. I do what I want. It's because I'm equal. No, that's why birth rates decline. More, give me more, give me more.
Why there are men who have their panties in a fucking bunch in these comments, because things are changing. And so the reason why I preach what I preach is because, like I said, women still have remnants of that former mentality that they owe men something, that they don't bring anything to the table, that they're not inherently valuable just because they are women.
That's
No.
And
crazy
that
work though, because I know a lot of women that allow their men to take the lead. They stay at home and they're the happiest, happy as hell. They're okay with this. Like, no, society has allowed them to be brainwashed into thinking that there is something more out there that isn't there.
It's women like this that have this overinflated ideology where she believes that she is a god. What did she just say? I forgot.
have remnants
What
of
she
that
said.
former mentality, that they owe men something, that they don't bring anything to the table, that they're not inherently valuable just because they are women, and that the entire world is pining after them for one reason or the other. The government wants you to have children, men want access to your bodies and to your attention. Everyone relies on you, and they
You're wanting Ben's attention though.
Mhm.
So it's an even exchange.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you if I go on her TikTok page, she got some thirst traps. I can bet you that.
have to realize, women have to realize that and act accordingly. Quit accepting the short end of the stick. You don't have to do that anymore. Women bring a lot to the table, whether men like it or not. We bring a lot to the table just by showing up and being a fucking woman. So yes, men should be providers. Men should be protectors. This is not equal. And equality is not going to exist for a very long time.
What?
Because things have
Wait.
What is she talking
Whoa. Wait. I gotta rewind just a smidgen because
whether men like it or not. We bring a lot to the table just by showing up and being a fucking.
so she did say that. So she said that you bring a lot to the table just by being a woman, and men should
Showing
bring
up.
and showing up. Just being a woman and showing up. So whatever being a woman is, do that and be there, and you brought everything that was needed to the table, while a man is supposed to go out, work, make this money, bring it back home, give it to you, and that's
You not cook, you not clean, you not
you're
provide
not supposed to
children.
do anything. You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to be a woman. You just whatever you want to do is what you want, is what happens. But however, I have to go out and I have to go work. I have to go be a slave. Whoa.
Because that's really what that would look like, because there's
Where
no shared.
that wasn't even equality. If that's the case, that's not equality at all. So
Mhm.
what about do I have to, if I'm providing, do that mean I need to make the food too? Because if I'm
Mhm.
providing, that means I'm providing the food, which means I
Mhm.
probably got to go in there and cook it. And matter of fact, since I'm doing all this other stuff, I might as well, hey, you want me to clean up the dishes real quick too? You want me to give you my balls? I'll snip them off for you. Or you can do it. Hey, I'll tie my hands up. Come on, man. What the fuck?
It's not
is
even
she
an even
talking
exchange.
Woman. So yes, men should be providers. Men should be protectors. This is not equal. And equality is not
about? I
going
get my head bashed in for you. I'm supposed to get beat up and protect you if you want to be a woman and talk shit to some dude out here in the street.
I'm just gonna go handle that. Yep.
I gotta go. I just gotta go get my ass beat.
Mhm.
Maybe get shot in the face.
Maybe. Mhm.
to exist for a very long time, because things have been so unequal for such a long time. You guys, men would have to take a backseat entirely for several hundred years for anything resembling equality to even be possible, to even be a conversation. So just because we want equality doesn't mean it just magically exists. There are still systems and institutions and things that are being carried out that are not equal.
Hey, you know what I just was
are-
thinking? This just popped in my mind. It was funny as hell. So a lot of the argument for women's rights always go back to pay rate and abortion rights, right? But after that, what else is on the agenda? Like, what would be the next step after you said, hey guys, you can do whatever deleting you want to do anytime, up to 9 months in the last day if you want to. And hey, ladies, we're going to automatically give you a 25% pay that's above all men at whatever department you work in. If that man is making $20, you're going to make $21. We're going to give you $21.50. Matter of fact, we're going to give you a preferential bonus. After that's done, right? What else?
I don't know. So what I see is like, from what I like I told you, I was wondering if feminism actually supports men, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I grasped from what was even being stated is like, it's basically just weakening a man to uplift the woman. And if that ends up happening, which a lot of men that actually feel like, oh, you know, after all this time, I'm so glad that feminism has come around because, gosh, I'm so tired. Like, I've been burned down with all these bills and I do want to express my emotions. Gosh, like, I've had a bad day at work. I'm tired of shit. You know, there are men that actually feel that way. So they're glad that feminism around. But what's ending up happening is that it's softening the men so much to where they're gonna start falling into mental health realm. They're gonna start being like us. And for that fact, the women have taken over. That can possibly happen.
So here's the thing, right? If feminism, this whole movement is coming by storm, whether we like it or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's creating weaker men, which I think everybody is acknowledging that men are weak as fuck. They some bitches out here. These dudes is real live bitches, bro. Real live bitches, bro. So if that's creating that, and we know that women actually don't want that because they typically go after the opposite of all of that. What you think happens once they take up? Again, I say what's next after that, because I mean, you've created all bitch ass niggas. Like
demolishment of humanity.
We all the dudes out here soft.
Demolishment of humanity. And that's why the decrease, what we talked about in general a while back, the decrease of people having children will continue. Because men, and then eventually the good men, like, they not about to be out here fucking these hoes. They not about to be out here smashing these women. They not these nasty women. They conserving themselves. Like, I've ran across so many reels where men are like, dude, I would rather jack my penis besides sleep with these hoes out here for real. Every day for real. Literally.
Well, obviously, because men make the most important inventions that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. I believe that they're starting to create the AI bot girls.
Or they'll just use those. Obviously, they ain't gonna be. That's why decline of kids.
Yeah. This woman was fucking retarded, man. I don't even really want to hear no more of that bullshit she got to say. Yeah, I'm really over that whole conversation. Actually, she kind of made my stomach turn a little bit. Gave me a lot of indigestion or whatever you want to call it. Ooh, speaking of which, you know what else? You know what? Because I'm recording this anyway and I can chop it up how I want to. We're going to do a real quick segment, then we getting off because it's time for our inaugural things. But so NFL season kicks off officially today, Thursday. Eagles, Cowboys. Cowboys, Eagles. Last year's Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys. So I think tonight I'm going to make, or not tonight, because obviously it's Thursday now. I'm going to make my pick. And from this moment moving forward, I want to say probably Wednesday or Thursday, I'll give you guys my picks for the Thursday night games, for the Sunday night game, for the Sunday games, and for the Monday games, bets, little, you know what I'm saying, little parlays that I'm gonna put in, tickets I'm gonna punch, you know what I'm saying? However, for Thursday, we got the Eagles and the Cowboys, and the Eagles. Babe, I know you ain't been keeping up with football because it ain't been on. But I do want to know, do you have a pick? Do you have a team that you want to see win? I'll give you the odds.
Jalen Hurts. Huh?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, AJ Green.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Bro,
Okay, she
Eagles
already
all
know.
day. I
Yeah,
already
we
know what
already
it
know.
is.
We already know the Eagles about to beat
We
the
already
hell
know
out.
what they is.
So the props are the Eagles are minus 8.5 points. It jumped up from 6.5. It's up to 8.5 now. The over under is 47.5, and the money line for the Eagles is minus 420. The money line for the Cowboys is plus 320. In this bet, I would probably go with the I would probably go with the total being over 47.5. I believe that first and foremost, the Eagles is going to put up some points. Just off the contrary that the Cowboys have no defense now, especially since Micah is gone. I mean, Bland just signed a new contract. He might be all right, but most times when those dudes sign those new contracts, they don't really be playing like they played the year before when they was trying to get the contract. Trayvon Diggs back there. I mean, Saquon is gonna run all over them. Jalen Hurts is gonna run, but he gonna probably get a couple passes off.
If you don't throw no interception.
Yeah, he'll probably end up throwing one. AJ Brown gonna do his thing. The Slim Reaper gonna do his thing. I think the Eagles is really gonna dominate this game, to be honest. I think it'll probably end up being like
A blowout.
Like, I don't know, 34 to 22, 21. I don't like that. We're gonna end that.